Krishna mentions in
13th chapter that how the soul is imposed on the sufferings by the material nature. So he mentions that Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Dosha Nudarshanam. So these four things are the major miseries in this life, that is Janma, Mrityu, Jara and Vyadi. So Janma means the birth, Mrityu means the death, Jara means the old age, and Vyadi means the diseased condition. So regarding Mrityu, so that is a death. So there is a small instance in Mahabharata. So when Pandavas were in exile for 12 years, so every day Bhima used to go into forest to fetch some woods for cooking. So one day he happened to go in the forest and he was very thirsty, and he saw just nearby a pond. So he thought of drinking water there. But as soon as he went near by the pond, he heard a sound from the sky, the Akashvani, that spoke to him that please don't drink the water without my permission, otherwise you will be dead. Then Bhima was enraged. Then he told, how dare that you are stopping me to drink this water? I am very thirsty. I am going to drink the water. So let me drink. So he just takes water in his palm and sips the water and immediately falls unconscious, dead. So then after some time, the other Pandavas were waiting for Bhima to return, and Arjuna thought, let me go and find. So he also followed the footsteps of Bhima, and he came to the same place and he saw Bhima is fallen dead, and he became more angry, and he was also feeling thirsty, and he thought, let me drink this water in the pond. And he also heard the same statement that please don't drink water, and he was adamant and he drank the water and he also fell dead. And similarly, the other two brothers were also following, the Nakul and Sahadev, to see till now Bhima has not returned and Arjuna also did not return till now. So let us check. So both of them came and they also did same mistake and they fell down on the bank of the pond. So now finally the eldest brother, that is Yudhishthir Maharaj, came and he saw that these four brothers were fallen dead. So he initially thought they are only unconscious, but he also was feeling thirsty and he's just about to take the water from the pond. He also heard the statement, and then he asked, so who are you? Why are you caused death to my four brothers? Please bring them back to life. Then from the sky again the sound came, and it mentioned that he is none other than the Yaksha. So he told, I am going to ask you questions, so you answer me my questions. So if you answer correctly, then I will make your four brothers alive, and then you can drink water also. So then Yaksha asks many questions to Yudhishthira Maharaj. So this is called Yaksha Prashna. So this is there in the Mahabharata. So there, in one of the questions he asked to Yudhishthira that what is most amazing thing in this world? What do you feel in this world which is most astonishing thing? So then Yudhishthira Maharaj answers, Ahani Ahani Bhutani Gachanti Yama Mandiram Sheshastavaram Ichchami Kimascharyam Atah Param. So here Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling that Ahani Bhutani. Ahani means every day, day by day, every living entity. Ahani Bhutani Gachanti Yama Mandiram. Gachanti means everybody is going to the abode of Yamraj. Abode of Yamraj means they are dying. So every day by day, all the living entities are dying in this world. But Sheshas Tavaram Ichchami. But Sheshas Tavaram Ichchami means everybody is thinking that I am going to live for long, all the time. I am never going to die. Sheshasthavaramichami Kim Ashcharyam Ataparam. What thing is more astonishing than this? Like it is too much to me. So that's why. So Krishna tells in Bhagavad Gita, Mrityu Sarva Haraschaham. Means everybody throughout the life they are struggling to become happy, but suddenly the death will come and take away everything from the life. So that's what Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita. Mrityuhu Sarva Haraschaham. Sarva means everything it will take away at one single moment. So that's why in this world there is danger at any step. That's what is the nature of this world. That is how it is created. So likewise there is suffering in old age also. So one may think out of illusion that I will never become old, but the time will come when soon the young youth body is turned into the old body, where the body doesn't support many physical actions even. And even in the diseased condition, the soul suffers. So these are the various sufferings which are imposed on the living entity. The reason for this suffering is because the soul is spiritual in nature, but the soul, instead of trying to get the happiness from the spiritual energy, that is by service and love towards God, it is trying to find the happiness and squeeze out happiness from the material things. So that's why the soul in the illusion is thinking that I will get happiness by the material things which are connected to this material body. So that's why Krishna mentions in another place in chapter 9 of Bhagavad Gita that Anityam Asukam Lokam Imam Prapya Bhajasvama. So there he mentions that even those who are scholars or brahmanas or the devotees of me, they worship me intensely with devotion and they cross over this material world which is temporary and full of unhappiness, that is suffering. So there also he mentions Anityam and Asukam. Anityam means which is temporary and Asukam means which is not giving happiness. But one may think that there is pleasure in this material world. So we can be always happy by finding the pleasures. So various pleasures are available. But the more the living entity is addicted to the material pleasure, he succumbs to the material miseries. The position of a person whose mind and senses are uncontrolled becomes very pitiable. So Krishna mentions in Bhagavad Gita in chapter 18 that Vishayendriya Samyogam Yattadagre Mrutopamam Pariname Vishamiva Tatsukam Rajasasmrutam. So here Krishna is mentioning that Vishayendriya Samyogam. Vishayendriya means the sense objects. Vishaya means the object, Indriya means the senses. So there are 5 senses and for each senses there are sense objects. That is Indriya Vastu. Like for eyes there is a sight, beautiful sight. For nose there is a fragrance, the smell. For tongue there is a taste. For ear there is a sound vibration. And for the skin there is a touch sensation. So Krishna is mentioning Vishayendriya Samyoga. As the senses and sense objects come in contact, like trying to do sense gratification. So this is like initially Yattadagre Amrutopamam. Yattadagre means in the beginning it is just like Amrita, it is like a nectar. But at the end, as it goes ahead, Yattadagre Visham Yattadagre Amrutopamam Pariname Vishamiva. Pariname means at the end it becomes like a poison. So now in this world, any pleasure doesn't remain fresh forever. It only lasts for a few moments or for some time. So Tatsukam Rajasa Smritam. Because this world, this material world is considered as Rajasa. Rajasa means Rajasi, passionate. So because of the passionate nature, there is an enjoyment in the mode of passion. Apart from these periodic miseries offered by the nature, so the living entity in this material world, due to the influence of the modes of nature, that is Sattva Guna, Raja Guna and Tamo Guna, so it cultivates and adopts different kinds of qualities, because of which it suffers. So qualities like, so these are bad qualities like Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Mada, Matsya. These are the 6 enemies. These are called 6 internal enemies for every living entity. And because of this, the living entity suffers by various bad habits. So once in Vaikuntha, when the 4 Brahmanas, the 4 Kumaras entered the Vaikuntha, and they were entering the 7 gates of Vaikuntha. At the 7th gate, there were the 2 guards who were the prime devotees of Lord Vishnu. They were Jai and Vijay. So when they saw the 4 Kumaras, they immediately stopped them and they told, "You're not supposed to enter." And then immediately the 4 Kumaras cursed because they saw the material quality in them. So they told that you are standing at the doorstep of Vaikuntha in spiritual world and you are exhibiting the quality of material world, that you are discriminating and you are telling you are not supposed to enter. You are not merciful to us to see the darshan of Lord Vishnu here. So now you are telling that you are making discrimination, that you are biasing that you and we. So this kind of nature is there in the material world. You please go down. You will now take birth in the material world. So then they have to take 3 births in this material world, as Ravana, Kumbhakarna, Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha and Shishupal and Dantavakra. So like this, so they had to come back to this material world because of the material quality. So they have to come to this material world. So this material world is full of such kind of material qualities. That's why we see in the modern age that man is suffering due to his own mental problems. That is like he is succumbing to different bad habits, different addictions, is in depression, is in unnecessary comparison and competition, and is in inferiority complex, insecurity, stress and relationship issues. So because of which one may even commit suicide. So real happiness lies in spiritual consciousness. So when the soul again reunites with the God, so the reunion of the soul with the God is the later part, but even the journey of the soul to again revive its relationship with the God, that is called bhakti. So even that is very blissful in this world. This path of spiritual journey is the real mode of happiness in this world. So the soul's relationship with the God gives the immense satisfaction to the heart. So that is the permanent happiness. Thank you. Hare Krishna.